Pisces, they need a lot of alone time. You know, they need a lot of time to just like rest and process and, you know, recharge their battery. They tend to be introverted.
Hey everyone, it's your friend Karamo, and I'm here with my friend Indigo Witt, who is going to help us with figuring out what your sign is giving. So up now, we got Pisces. Pisces, y'all ready? Because we're going to tell you what's in the stars for y'all.
Y'all ready.
So I have to tell you personally, Pisces, don't come for me in the comments, but girl, they get on my nerves.
I'm with you.
They get on my nerves.
I am with you, I fear. My mother is a Pisces, love her to death.
Yes,
Right.
Same. My sister is a Pisces, love her to death, but
Right. I think it's just that Pisces, they're a little bit disconnected. It's like I can't figure them out completely. I never can fully understand what they're saying or what they're feeling. It's very hard to figure out Pisces. I just gave up. I just gave up trying to understand
Me
Pisces.
too, girl. I feel like, I don't know what you're doing.
Don't know what you're
I don't
doing.
know what you're doing.
I feel like it's better that way.
Yes.
You know, it's so much better that way. It's so much better to just let Pisces be themselves and
Yes.
just let them do what they're doing off in their little corner. They're very imaginative. They're very dreamy. They're very themselves. And I think that's such a beautiful part about Pisces. I think I love people who romanticize life and just like love being themselves and just, you know, are just so out there.
I will tell you this, as much as I joke about like me and Pisces get on my nerves, they are some of the people that I look to say, wow, you are a dreamer. You
Right.
go after what you desire.
Period.
You have those qualities that I do admire
Yeah.
about Pisces.
Exactly.
What are the relationships that Pisces do have to look out for
Yeah.
that could hinder them from having the best relationships they deserve with themselves and with life?
Right. Pisces has to be careful with, sometimes they can get a little bit delusional. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just being serious for a second. Pisces, I think sometimes they, you know, really quickly can develop feelings. They can very quickly kind of think they're falling in love with someone. And then 3 seconds later, they're just like, oh, that wasn't actually a thing. So it's like Pisces has to realize sometimes like that you don't have to take action on every single feeling. Sometimes it's just a feeling and you don't have to do anything about it. You can just kind of let it flow and let it go, and that's just it. But I think a lot of Pisces think that like every single feeling they have to act on and it means something and it's something that's super deep, and sometimes it's just not. It doesn't have to be super deep. It can just be, you know, a feeling and it just passes by. I think that's what Pisces gets wrapped up in very easily in their relationship.
What a great piece of advice. You don't
Yeah.
have to take action on every feeling.
Yeah.
Girl, you know how many times I tell people that on my show? I'm like, you don't have
As
to
you
take
should.
action on every feeling. I mean, your feelings are valid.
Absolutely.
Your feelings, but sometimes it's better to process, to sit
Right.
and figure out why those feelings are coming in versus on like, I got to take action on this
Right.
because this
Right.
moment I feel this way and this moment I feel
Right.
another way.
And that's how they create a lot of mess sometimes for themselves and get themselves wrapped up in the wrong situations. Yeah.
I wonder if we took a poll on how many of my guests were Pisces,
Yeah.
we'd probably find out
Oh.
that like 70% of my guests were probably
Yep.
Pisces.
Yep.
Pisces and Scorpios.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make. I mean, I'm a Scorpio. Sometimes I sit in front of my guests and I'm like, "You a Scorpio?
Yep.
You're a Scorpio, aren't you?" And I can't tell you how many times I've said that.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I get that energy from you.
Yes, now that makes sense. And I think it's because Pisces, like they think, I think they don't recognize the difference between like your feelings are valid 100%, that's all fine and dandy, versus, you know, the reality of what's happening. Sometimes your emotions don't necessarily match what's actually happening. And learning how to regulate your own emotional body is something that's super important for Pisces. Learning how to soothe yourself on your own. And they get overstimulated very easily, especially around like, you know, lots of people. Pisces, they need a lot of alone time. You know, they need a lot of time to just like rest and process and, you know, recharge their battery. They tend to be introverted. I do know some extroverted Pisces people though, and they are on another level.
I've never met an extroverted Pisces.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
nervous
wild.
for that.
Yeah, it's the ones that have the Aries placements that you gotta watch out for. But yeah.
Pisces, you have just been red, girl. I'm sorry. We had to come in and had to tell you about yourself. We do love y'all, though. We still respect y'all. Listen, this is what your zodiac sign is given, and that's why I love you, because you tell it like it is.
Yes.
And I appreciate you so much, Indigo.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all come back next month because we're coming for another zodiac, tell you what you're giving.